Are you just tired of very high interest credit cards for your LLC and you're just looking for low interest LLC startup business credit cards? If yes, this is the review I want you to pay attention to right now. So number 7, we have US Bank Business Triple Cash Rewards World Elite. Our score 8.2 over 10. So what we love about this business credit card for your LLC startup is that it has a lengthy 0% intro APR and selective cashback earning. This is really cool, okay? And you basically, you have like, think about it. You have 15 billion cycles where you have a 0% intro APR on purchases and balance transfers. So if you have an LLC startup right now and you're kind of struggling when it comes to your monetary situation, you need to expand your business, you need to pay, you need to make payroll, you need to expand your business, you need to actually take care of the basic operations. This card will be great for you. US Bank Business Triple Cash Rewards World Elite, okay? And one thing I want to say here is that the APR after the 15-month hiatus is kind of cool too. You have a 18.49% to 27.49%. Now, having said that, a 3% balance transfer fee will apply on each balance transfers, okay? But this is kind of cool. And one thing I need to say here is that the card also has a welcome offer. By the way, I also want to welcome you back to the show. It's really wonderful to have you here. And so we love this kind of combo every now and then. So the welcome offer here is what? $500 in cashback after you spend $4,500 in the first 150 days of opening your account. Okay, 150 days. Remember that. Five months. Okay. You also, in terms of rewards, you have 5% cashback on prepaid hotels and car rentals booked directly in the reward center. 3% cashback on eligible purchases at gas stations and EV charging stations, office supply stores, cell phone service providers, and restaurants, and 1% cashback on all other eligible net purchases. So really, you have to think about whether or not your LLC startup needs the kind of services that US Bank is touting in this business credit card, okay? And but overall, it's really great. This is a great card for your LLC startup, especially if you are looking for a low interest LLC, a low APR LLC startup business credit cards. Okay, fantastic. So our score 8.2 over 10. Number 6, we have the Inc. Business Cash. Our score 8.5 over 10. So what we love about this card for your LLC startup is that not only is it is a low APR, we love the fact that the card has a solid rewards. You have an employee cards at no extra cost. This is really good. You have a 0% intro APR on purchases for 12 months. This is really good. And then you have a standard APR of 17.74 to 23.74% APR. Okay, this is really great. So you have a card that offers a handful of LLC startup business related benefits and a welcome bonus to match. Fantastic. So what is the intro APR offer? 12 months where you have 0% intro APR on purchases only though. No balance transfers. Purchases only. Okay. The welcome offer $900 bonus cashback after you spend $6,000 on purchases in the first 3 months from account opening. In terms of rewards, you have 5% cashback on the first $25,000 spent in combined purchases at office supply stores and on internet, cable, and phone services each account anniversary year, and 2% cashback on the first $25,000 spent in combined purchases at gas stations and restaurants each account anniversary year. So this is kind of cool. And you actually earn 1% cashback on all other purchases. Okay, fantastic. Number 5, we have here the Inc. Business Unlimited. Our score 8.9 over 10. So this card is kind of cool also because it offers your LLC startup a 0% intro APR for 12 months on purchases. Then the APR will actually oscillate between 17.74% and 23.74% for purchases and balance transfers. Okay, and the cool thing here is that a balance transfer is it's good for 12 months also, but there is a fee though. There is a 5% fee or $5 minimum. Okay, so but one thing I need to say here is that you do have rewards. But before I actually talk to you about the rewards, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic here. We're having a conversation about low interest LLC startup business credit cards, low APR LLC startup business credit cards. Okay, so The Inc. Business Unlimited actually has a welcome offer of $900 cashback after you spend $6,000 on purchases in the first 3 months from account opening. In terms of rewards, you have 1.5% cashback rewards on every business purchase. Fantastic. Number 4, we have Bank of America Business Advantage Travel Rewards World. I was scored 9/10. So when we talk about a low APR LLC startup business credit card, this card is fantastic. You have a welcome bonus of $30,000. I mean, not dollars, 30,000 points. The card has no annual fee. We love that a lot. And the regular APR goes from 16.74 to 26.74%, okay, on purchases and balance transfers. And so we love this card because it is really actually, it has both an introductory APR offer and solid earnings, okay? And so the card actually is a viable choice for growing small businesses and ALC startups. So if you are in the Bank of America ecosystem, the enhanced earnings could become best in class, really, when you think about it. So here are the pros and cons I want you to think about the next time you might want to consider this ALC startup business credit card. The pros: $0 annual fee, no foreign transaction fees, and you have 3 points per dollar spent on car, hotel, or airline travel booked through the Bank of America Travel Center, and 1.5 points per dollar spent on all other purchases. Here are the cons. Now, for this specific card, benefits are travel related only, and the intro APR period is relatively short. So if you're looking for something longer, this might not be the best card for you, okay? But overall, one thing I want to say here is that this card allows you to actually earn 30,000 online bonus points after you make at least $3,000 in purchases in the first 90 days. It has to be 90 days though, okay, of your account opening, which can be redeemed for a $300 statement credit towards travel or dining purchases. This is really important. You earn unlimited 1.5 points for every dollar spent on all purchases everywhere, every time, no matter how much you spend, okay? There is no limit to the amount of points you can earn, and points do not expire. So this is really good, okay? And you can earn up to, one thing I need to also mention here is that you do have a 0% intro APR on purchases for your first 9 billing cycles, okay? It's not the balance transfer, it's only the billings, the regular purchase. Number 3, we have American Express Blue Business Cash. Our score 9.4/10. So when we talk about low APR ALC startup business credit cards, we love the fact that this Amex Blue Business Cards actually allows you to earn a $250 statement credit. There is no annual fee, okay? The regular APR goes from 17.74 to 25.74%. And one thing we love is that there is an introductory APR on purchases. Okay, this is kind of cool. So overall, we love that, considering there is no annual fee, the American Express Blue Business Cash Card pays off for ALC startup business owners who spend $50,000 or less per year. Just don't use the card overseas though, because the foreign transaction fee eclipses the cashback rewards. Okay, so here are the pros and cons I want you to pay attention to. Pros: there is no annual fee. You have introductory APR on purchases. You have great extra benefits like purchase protection and car rental insurance. And you have business-oriented benefits like employee cards and authorized manager accounts. Here are the cons I want you to consider. The highest earning cashback reward is capped after $50,000 in annual spending. You have high foreign transaction fees. And there's no low introductory APR for balance transfers. Remember, the low APR only applies to purchases, okay? By the way, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. What are we talking about here? We are talking about low APR ALC startup business credit cards, okay? And so this card is kind of cool because it allows you to earn a $250 statement credit after you make $3,000 in purchases on your card in your first 3 months. You can earn 2% cash back on all eligible purchases on up to $50,000 per calendar year, then 1%. So the cash back earned is automatically credited to your statement. This is really important to remember that. And from workflow to inventory to floor plans, your business is constantly changing. So American Express can actually help you, give you the power to actually get all the things that you need. And so the 0% intro APR on purchases applies for 12 months. Okay, 12 months from the date of account opening. Number 2, here we have Bank of America Business Advantage Customized Cash Rewards. Our score 9.7 over 10. So when you think about, so this in our view, the way we analyze this, we think this is great for LLC startup business credit cards if you're looking for a structured cashback. Okay, there is a welcome bonus of $300. The card has no annual fee. Okay. And the regular APR oscillates from 16.74% to 26.74%. And in terms of, so overall, if you are an LLC startup owner and you max out, let's say, the 50,000 annual spending on the bonus categories, the rewards are substantial for a no annual fee card. Okay. Preferred rewards for business members can make out like a bandit with the 25 to 75 rewards, the 25 to 75% rewards bonus. Okay, the foreign transaction fee means it's best to keep this card at home when traveling overseas. Let me quickly walk you through the pros and cons of this card so we have a clear idea what we're talking about here. So the pros: introductory APR offer on purchases. You have a 3% cashback rate on the spending category of your choice, and the preferred rewards for business members. If you're a preferred rewards for business member, you earn a 25 to 75% bonus. Okay, this is really important. Here are the cons I want you to pay attention to. You have a foreign transaction fee. You have a 2% and 3% bonus categories that have a combined annual spending cap of $50,000. And there is no intro APR offer for balance transfers. So this is really important to actually consider that. Okay. So overall, what we love about the card here is that you are able to get a $300 online statement credit after you make $3,000 at least. That's the minimum here, okay? $3,000 in purchases in the first 90 days of your account opening. It has to be 90 days, okay? And then after that, you can earn 3% cash back in the category of your choice. Gas stations. So really, if you are familiar with Bank of America credit card system, or business credit card system for that matter, you understand that gas stations are the default category, okay, always. And then you have office supply stores, you have travel, you have TV, telecom, and wireless. You have computer services or business consulting services. You have 2% cashback on dining purchases and 1% cashback on all other purchases. Very important. And what we love is that you will earn 3% and 2% cashback on the first $50,000, okay. And so one thing I need to also say here is that this card has a 0% introductory APR on purchases for your first 9 billing cycles. Okay. So after that, the APR becomes 16.74% to 26.74%. Number 1, the best of the best. When it comes to a low APR LLC startup business credit card, we have the Blue Business Plus from American Express. Our score 9.9 over 10. So this card is great because you have a welcome bonus of $15,000, not dollars, 15,000 points. Okay, the card has no annual fee, and the regular APR fluctuates from 17.74% to 25.74%. So 17 to 25. Okay, but the card allows you to actually have an intro APR period, 0% on purchases, not on balance transfers, just on purchases for the first 12 months. Okay, so this is kind of cool. But overall, so the Blue Business Plus card is a rare example of a no annual fee way to game your rewards earnings. So you will earn 2x points on all purchases on up to $50,000 per year. It is a perfect fit if your LLC startup business is small enough to spend less than $50,000 per year. If not, you need to spend up to the $50,000 max, then switch to another card for the rest of the year's purchase. Okay, so you will win either way. It's just that I needed to say this. Okay, so here are the pros and cons of this card. The pros: you have a wide constellation of airline transfer partners. There's no annual fee, and you have high rewards rate on the first $50,000 in annual spending. So this is really, really good. Okay. Here are the cons. There is a foreign transaction fee, and you have 2 points per dollar. The rewards rate falls to 1 point per dollar after 50,000 in annual spending. So this is something you need to be aware of. It is what it is. You can't do anything about it. But overall, what we love about the card here is that it allows you to really, you can use actually the card for a constellation of things, especially for the rewards. Fantastic. So you actually earn 15,000 membership rewards points after you spend $3,000 in eligible purchases on the card within your first 3 months of card membership. Okay, the first 3 months, very important. Okay, and so you earn 2x membership rewards points on everyday business purchases such as office supplies or client dinners. So if your ALC startup really need to entertain clients, this is really important. You have 2x that applies to the first $50,000 in purchases per year and 1 point per dollar thereafter. Okay, so this is kind of cool. So with this card, I want you to think about it. You need to have a long-term vision. You need to have a long-term vision to make sure that you are basically using the card responsibly and always maintaining your CUR at a very low level. Okay, very important. Before we close to this conversation, I want to give you a few pro tips. Okay, this is very important. And how do you actually pick the best low interest or zero interest APR business credit card for your ALC startup? It's really important to really do research. You want to listen to shows like this, right? You want to inquire. You want to educate yourself. It's very important to have access to the right information, though. Okay, so you want to find a long enough 0% APR offer. Okay, and you want to choose your perks. Is really important. When we talk about a business credit card for LLC startups, you need to actually look for the kind of perk you're looking for, the kind of perk you want for your LLC. Do you need free employee cards? Do you need travel rewards? Do you need travel insurance? What other purchases will your LLC startup make after the 0% intro APR intro period is over, right? You need to consider your ALC startup business expenses. Do you spend heavily on office supplies? Do you buy gas on a credit card often? Which card will earn you the most rewards based on your ALC startup's spending habits, right? Everything goes back to the averages. Everything goes back to your spending habits, your spending patterns. Those are really, really important, right? Because you want to make sure that there is harmony between the cards that you have in your wallet and the business expenses that you have when it comes to charging those expenses on the card. Okay, and you want to look at the ongoing variable APR. Don't just look at the intro APR. The intro APR is kind of cool, don't get me wrong, but once you go after the intro APR, you got to ask yourself, do I have the best deal here? Okay, and so here is the overview I want you to keep in mind. What is the best 0% intro APR business credit card for your LLC startup? Well, it really, really depends. But based on our analysis, the Blue Business Plus from American Express is really the best. You also have the Inc. Business Cash. You also have the Bank of America Business Advantage Customized Cash Rewards. Okay. And when we talk about 0% APR, usually this can apply to a balance transfer. It can apply to purchases, but you always want to double check. In some cases, in some rare cases, it does apply to both. Okay, so make sure you do your research, and it's very important. And remember that there is a difference between 0% APR and low interest. Okay, 0% APR is a promotional offer, and low interest just means that you are having a low APR anyway. Okay, and so 0% APR means actually no interest with some caveats. A period of 0% APR means no interest is accrued and a balance to which the 0% APR applies during the period. If the balance is not paid off before the period ends, it will begin to accrue interest at the card's standard APR. Very, very important. Before I do a recap of today's conversation, please check out our ALC Startup Business Credit Card Evaluation Approach. We have a system in place, a very solid system in this organization when it comes to reviewing, categorizing, and listing the best ALC Startup Business Credit Cards. Check this out. quickly recap here the top 7 low APR LLC startup business credit cards. Number 1, we have Blue Business Plus from American Express, 9.9 over 10. Number 2, we have here Bank of America Business Advantage Customized Cash Rewards. Our score 9.7 over 10. Number 3, we have here American Express Blue Business Cash. Our score 9.4 over 10. Number 4, we have here Bank of America Business Advantage Travel Rewards World. Our score 9 over 10. Number 5, we have here the Inc. Business Unlimited, 8.9 over 10. Number 6, we have the Inc. Business Cash, 8.5 over 10. Number 7, we have a U.S. Bank Business Triple Cash Rewards World Elite. Our score 8.2 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.